this guy. What are you? Anyway? That was the right menu. You were 14. Alright. I'll fight you. Didn't really see it. I wasn't looking either.
Watch me.
Okay.
Of the clowns.
Watch this. Have fun with this.
Why? I mean, didn't cost much, I guess. Now, why did you do that? Oh no, my accuracy. An evasion. So his bond's ready. Let me go over there. That's highly important. Both of them are ready.
I really want some new clothes. Maybe I'll splurge and buy some.
Oh, I like what you have on now, Sajan. That stuff not enough?
Oh, I really like this outfit, but nothing makes you feel more refreshed than a new look, right? Don't you
Also
ever
been wearing
feel
it for
that
like
way,
3 days.
Bonson?
Oh, sure. I get that. Whenever I want to change things up, I pick up some new cardboard and rebuild the house.
Oh, yeah. That would be pretty refreshing.
I mean, technically, yes, but no, not at all.
I wonder, like, does the experience like lock, and you don't earn any after you get the next bond? I don't know. Probably. I don't think it bleeds through. Pete. Just looking. Just looking. Yuri and Psycho, I think, will probably hit 20 at the same time. We just switch classes at that point, so we can keep their buffs.
I'm getting kind of hungry. Let's stop by a convenience store or something.
Oh, I could go for some chips right about now.
I too enjoy potato chips every so often.
Yeah, I love the seaweed and salt.
I do like this guy,
Nah,
whose name I already forgot.
refined mango's just lightly salted.
June
nothing more.
Ida.
You do yourself a
And?
disservice. The best flavor is consomme.
Looks like we're split. What's your favorite flavor, Adachi-san?
Actually, my stomach can't really handle chips these days, so as long as it's not too many, I'll take pretty much anything. I mean, I used to be able to down a whole bag like it was nothing.
Sucks.
Why don't we each just get our favorite?
Indeed. We should enjoy them while we still can.
Hey, don't get all mopey on me. I can still eat them.
Just don't overdo it. I'll make you some steamed potatoes sometime.
Alright, Grandpa. Let's go. Am I done this collectible or like this thing yet? Whatever the challenges are. Let's call them challenges, I guess.
Watch me.
You're in it now.
It was June Gihan, not June Ilhan.
Right.
Watch this.
The enemy is defeated.
We won't be leveling up these guys anytime soon.
I'll show you how it's done.
You sure you can beat me?
Kind of overkill.
I got this.
If there's a one shot, I'm gonna do this.
Give me a bullseye.
I got this.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't underestimate me.
We're gonna rest in, right? Let's see this move. I don't think we've done it good. Going the wrong way. Whoops. How are you going on your stuff? Get out of here, Grandma. Yeah, I think we'll stay in the main story until chapter 12. I don't know if we have anything new to do right now. There's a couple of things to do, it seems like. I think chapter 12 is where it'll be fine. I don't know what chapter we're in. 60 miles have been walked. Kilometers. I'm gonna put down some pine seeds. Nope. What? You want some lilies? Of course, thank you. Take good care of them. Oh, you can give them gifts to give them to the. I didn't even realize. Alright.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I must say this place is quite comfortable.
Yeah, ain't it? Also, seriously, man. How's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're
It's
as
the
handsome
raincoat.
as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
Yo, for real? Hey, now you're speaking my language, man.
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sunghui speaks highly of you as well. I dare say it makes me jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
It's only been 3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
No shit.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia. I was their leader's body double.
Body double? You mean like a decoy? Just like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery. But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Well, isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
I was in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s. long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great number of them. Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning. In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Then, you were born here, in Japan.
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either. My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? Stray Jingon Mafia ain't bad, but personally, I think Maverick sounds a hell of a lot cooler.
Maverick. One that strayed from the herd. Maverick Jingon Mafia is a bit of a mouthful, though, isn't it? It's a little much.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Stray Jingon it is.
But I will give you points for style, if nothing else.
Let me see my style points go up.
Thanks.
I'm at 10 already. I didn't think so.
So, what happened to the Stray Jingon?
I'm not 10 for anything yet, right?
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
So, what happened to the Jingon's big all-out attack?
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the Stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today. I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever happened to the real Jungi-han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi-han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Nah, you got me there.
Farewell.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep drinking with him.
I'll just knock out all of these with flowers. I don't know if they like specific ones more than the others. No, hold on, we haven't heard the song yet. Absolutely.
Which song?
He doesn't have one? How dare you?
You drinking, Namba?
Oh, Ichiban. I'm glad you're here. We need to talk.
We do? Is it something serious?
Look, I need to tell you I'm sorry. For lying.
You mean about chasing the counterfeit bill?
Yeah. Think you can forgive me?
Come on, you know we're past that. What's important is your brother got released. All's well that ends well, right? That said, maybe now's a good time to tell me if there's any other holes in your story. You really were a nurse at some point, right?
Well, of course I was a nurse. How else could I have brought you back from the brink of death?
Good point. Then, what about the part where you sold hospital meds? Didn't you say that's how you got your nursing license revoked?
Well, that's the short version, but it's more complicated, actually.
What do you mean?
You'll be the first person I've ever told this to, so I hope you plan on sitting for a while.
Yeah, man, I'm all ears.
Back in elementary school, I read about Florence Nightingale. That's when I knew I was meant to be a nurse. Helping the sick, people being grateful for it, it's all I ever wanted in life. But when I finally put on my scrubs, it was different. Endless late shifts, difficult patients, never a word of thanks. Eventually, I just stopped caring. Little by little, I started cutting corners any way I could. I'd pretend not to hear the intercom, and instead, I'd go doze off somewhere. By the time I hit 40, I had no idea why I ever went into the field. But then one day, this new girl named Mizue showed up. And in her introduction, she brought up who else but Nightingale.
Just like you, huh?
We had the same role model, but she still had her spirit. She would rush toward every patient in the ward, never missed a beat. On top of that, she always had the sweetest smile.
So, you had a thing for her?
Are you kidding me? She was 23 and a looker, and I was just a middle-aged loser.
Younger than you look? It's just only a number.
Ever
You still
seen
be a
those old
player.
dudes walking around with hot young arm candy? You gotta be like those guys.
Well, those guys also have cash to spare.
Not always. If you could clean up a little and stay on top of the trends, I bet you'd be covered in ladies, instead of pigeon shit.
Wow. Can't believe you'd say that to my face. But you're probably right.
Anyway, back to Mizue-chan. What happened?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Whenever I saw her working, I could feel my old self coming back. That young version of me, who used to give it his all.
That's a good sign.
If only I had half her stamina and wasn't twice her age. Anyway, one night I was a little sleepier than usual. So I went out to the back lawn, thinking maybe I could sneak in a nap. And suddenly, I heard a noise from behind. I turned around to find the storeroom we keep the medicine in wide open, and Mizue-chan was walking out alone.
Was she restocking? I mean, if you were slacking off, she was probably having to bust her ass.
Well, that's the thing. In our hospital, only the pharmacists have access to the storeroom. Mizue-chan and I were just nurses. We didn't even need to go in there.
Then what was she doing?
Well, at the time, there was a rumor floating around the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Medicine would keep disappearing. The list never matched the inventory. According to the rumors, someone was swiping medicine and selling it. Illegally.
No way.
Is that what you were busted
That
for?
was Mizue-chan?
It was. As my eyes adjusted, I could clearly see her arms were full of medicine boxes.
But why would she need to sell medicine?
From what I heard, her parents were under a mountain of debt. So, to lighten some of their load, Mizue-chan was paying everything she could. But a single nurse's salary wouldn't get them out of the hole. No way.
So she was stealing the meds to do it?
Yep. And I was the sole eyewitness. Thing is, Mizue-chan never noticed me there. Now, if it was you, Ichiban, what would you have done?
Well, calling her out on it would seem to be the right thing to do. But I guess she wasn't stealing it just to be a criminal, huh?
Not in the slightest. She was only doing it for her family. I mean, yeah, she was breaking the law. But she wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Plus, getting caught would cost her her job. Then the debt would only have gotten worse. With all that in mind, I'd say it's a pretty tough call to make.
Huh. Now you're on the same page I was. Anyway, in the end, all I could do was watch her walk away without saying a word. If there ever was a criminal who deserved a free pass, it was Mizue-chan. That was what I thought at the time. So I turned a blind eye.
And what happened after that?
It wasn't long before Mizue-chan's actions caught up with her. The hospital director decided to get the police involved and started gathering evidence.
He waited that long to take action?
Well, he was trying to resolve it internally, being that the hospital's reputation was at stake. I guess he got sick of having a thief under his nose, so he escalated it to the next logical step.
But if the cops caught Mizue-chan stealing, that'd be bad news.
She'd have a police record, and her name in all the papers. To be honest, it was only a matter of time. She had her whole life ahead of her. How could that happen to someone so young? And on the other hand, you've got me. A guy who totally burned out. A guy who couldn't be further from Florence Nightingale. Better a saint like Mizue-chan stay at the hospital than a sack of shit like me, wouldn't you say?
Namba, are you telling me you...
Yeah. I went up and confessed to the whole thing. Stealing, selling, and all.
And that's how you lost your nursing license?
Yep. No, and I got fired too. Naturally.
Man.
Comes with the territory.
You went all out for that girl. Did she ever contact you after that? Even a call or a letter?
Not that I'm aware. In a matter of hours, I was out of a job and out on the streets.
You regret any of it?
Well, my brother disappeared not long after, so even if I didn't get canned, I would have quit on my own anyway. So, no, to answer your question. Though I do have to admit, I would like to see Mizue-chan off when she goes overseas.
She's going overseas?
Well, here's
Yeah.
30 flowers. Knock this out.
She always dreamed of running off to some developing country where they really need medical professionals.
She took that Nightingale shit seriously.
Our hospital had an international dispatch program, available to staff nurses with at least 3 years tenure. This year would be Mizue-chan's third, and I know she would take advantage of it.
Well, in that case, why not go say farewell?
If only I could. For starters, I don't even know when she leaves.
Maybe if you ask one of your old nurse buddies, they'll tell you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the little rat who stole the medicine, if you forgot that detail. They want nothing to do with me.
Well, hello, boys. Don't worry, the life of the party's here. Care to bring me up to speed?
Oh, Sachan. Wait, are you drunk?
I think you're drunk. Now, fill me in.
They didn't know how to end this scene, so they brought her in.
Namba here was going off on one of his hobo horror stories again.
Hobo horror stories?
Well, no house means no toilet, right? Care to guess what he had to do when he had the shits?
Yeah, I'd rather not. And here I was thinking I'd get actual substance out of two grown men instead of literal crap.
Thanks for covering for me.
I got you, man.
I don't mind if we let Sayoko know at some point, but preferably not when she's plastered.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's done it. So what, like 5 flowers per? 10 for those. $25 for those. Okay. About roses. $25 as well. All right. The bonsai. 10. Okay. The top ones, I guess, can be the most of those. I can spam A.
Hey, Namba. You thinking what I'm thinking?
If it's a drink you want, I can't. I have to take care of some shopping.
You? Shopping?
It's for the bartender. He told me he'd give me an extension on my tab if I ran a couple errands for him. Pain in the ass all the same.
Man, you are getting a much better deal than he is.
Maybe so. In any case, I'll see you around.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Running around doing manual labor at my age. Where did I go wrong?
So, Namba and Mizue-chan. I assume you're hatching a plan to
You
reunite.
just listen.
Hold on. How in the heck did you...
Eavesdropping on customers has never been my policy. But you two hardly count.
You mean you were listening in when Namba was pouring his heart out?
Not like I tried to. I just happened to be at the counter and something he said made me put two and two together.
What do you mean?
There's a bar I go to every so often. Just got themselves a new hostess. I believe her name's Futaba.
What's she got to do with Namba?
Well, as it turns out, this Futaba had been a nurse up until just recently. She was telling me about her nursing life at the hospital, and in the middle of her story, wouldn't you know it, a medicine theft turned up. She said a nurse who worked there, some guy, admitted to the theft before the cops could get involved.
What? But that could only mean...
I know. She had to have been talking about Namba. If that's true, then the two of them worked at the very same hospital. Naturally, I'd assume she would know when Mizue-chan is leaving.
Have you told Namba any of this?
No, not yet. Besides, he said it himself. He couldn't reach out to his colleagues even if he wanted to. On the other hand, I'm sure his drinking buddy could reach out on his behalf.
I get you. Man, you came strong with that one.
But listen, if you do go and meet Futaba, I wouldn't tell Namba if I were you.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to make it seem like I'm doing it behind his back.
I figured as much. So I called Futaba's bar and spoke to the mama there. She said Futaba's on her way.
She's on her way here? Wait, is that why you sent Namba shopping? Dude, how do you think that many moves ahead?
Bringing people together is what a bartender does. All I can do is facilitate. The rest is up to you.
Then I won't let this chance go to waste.
Hey. So, my boss said you wanted to see me?
You're Futaba-san?
In the flesh. Am I supposed to know you?
No, I just wanted to ask you a few things. Here, have a seat.
Literally just some.
How long's
I
this
just
gonna
dragged a
take?
model
I'm off
from
today, and I was planning to hit the
the,
pachinko parlor.
Okay, I'll make it quick. And now listen, you were a nurse before, right?
city.
Yeah,
This into here.
and
One of your colleagues got fired for selling off meds. You remember who that was?
God, how would I know?
I'm sure you heard something. I'm thinking he's a friend of mine.
Look, the only thing I know about it is that the guy was some four-eyed mope.
Oh, that has to be Namba.
That name does ring a bell. Hey, hun.
No way. Shut up! They raised the jackpot?
Babe, do not let anyone sit there. I'm on my way right now.
It's across town, lady.
Before you go, tell me, do you know anyone named Mizue-chan? She worked with you at the hospital,
Who
and...
even cares? You're wasting my pachinko time.
Wait, we're not done!
Hey, guys.
Namba, hey! Back already? Man, you shop quick.
Yeah, well, I forgot the shopping list, so I had to come back and get it. Anyway, who was that walking out of here just now?
Say what?
I couldn't see her face or anything, but wasn't there a lady just in here?
Nah, you need better glasses, man. Nobody came in or out of here, right, bartender?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a reason you two are acting suspicious as hell?
Whoa, let's tone it down, buddy.
Could it be the two of you were conspiring to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Uh-huh.
You knew I had a birthday coming up, so you two must have gotten together to plan the whole thing out.
Yup. You got us, man. Now the surprise is ruined.
See, I knew it. You always go over the top when it comes to these things. So,
Your birthday is the last week I've known you.
give me a hint.
Sorry, man. Top secret.
You can't even give me a hint? Sure would cheer me up.
It might now, but wouldn't you rather save some excitement for your birthday?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They say hunger is the best spice, and, suspense is the spice of birthdays. Totally. So how about you kick back and let me spice this birthday up?
All right, I'm convinced. I'll try to be patient.
There's a champ. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Raise one of Kazuga's personality stats to the max. Mastermind. He wants me to be intelligent or an intellect.
All right. As soon as I'm back from the store, we
Is
are
it
drinking.
the teacher lady?
I'll be
Or
here,
the lady
man.
right next to me?
Oh, and you better not pull some I forgot my wallet crap again.
Shoot. I actually did forget my wallet.
There's three of them, right? You can talk to.
This guy.
I know the I read the third person overall. It might be the one who works at the school. But no, I know it's the workshop lady whose name I kind of forget. Gain more experience when he's on that department. I can change to a host job, enforcer job. Is it you?
Hi, Kasuga-san. Hi,
No,
Kasuga-san.
that's charisma. I can. Okay. I'm thinking, I really... It has to be the teacher lady. That's the only person I can think of. All that means is stop with the cerebral answers. I really can't remember who the third person is. It has to be that person. One more, do it. Nope. Alright, take a bonsai. Your 5 XP away. Okay.
Hey, I see someone's in a good mood.
Of course. I've wanted to have a surprise party ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Well, how's it coming along? The party plans, I mean.
Oh, great.
Well, don't overthink it. I'm just grateful for the effort.
No way. I'm using practically all the brain power I have on this.
Namba, can I borrow Kasuga for a moment?
Why? What's going on?
It's about your birthday. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, now would we?
No, we sure wouldn't. Go do your thing, Ichiban.
Shall we, Kasuga?
Sure.
Over by the fridge.
So I spoke on the phone with the mama who runs the bar.
What bar?
The one Futaba works at. Apparently, she was caught stealing.
She's stealing?
I know. What's more, Futaba is apparently quite a playgirl. I hear her latest boyfriend has her hooked on pachinko.
Jeez.
Anyway, the mama started crying and asked me to get back her money. Futaba should be over at Pirates, one of the local pachinko parlors.
So she's gambling with stolen money? What a catch.
Yeah, listen. Would you mind taking care of this? I think it'll be a good chance to get more details about Mizue-chan.
Good idea.
Isn't this the last level of this
And the info
bonding
out of
thing?
Futaba
Or is
in
there's
one
one more?
fell swoop.
But it caps out when you hit 5 and this brings you to 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you finished the bar in 5? I'm not entirely sure. It's been a
You
while.
hungry for sushi or yakiniku?
Shit,
What's
why
yakiniku?
not both? You hit the freaking jackpot just now.
Baby, I am the jackpot.
Hold up. Shouldn't you be giving that money back to your boss?
This loser again. What do you even want from me?
A couple things. First, you need to give back the money you stole from your job. And second, I need info on Mizue-chan, a nurse you used to work with. Dreams of going overseas, helping people in need. Any of that ring a bell? Anyway, I know she plans on leaving the country as part of a hospital program. I need to find out when.
Yeah, well, what does she matter to you?
Remember that guy Namba? The one who got busted selling meds? Turns out he didn't do a goddamn thing. It was actually all Mizue-chan.
He's gonna say that out loud.
Granted, she only resorted to theft to pay off her parents' debt. But it was Namba who took the fall, admitting to the crimes himself. Yeah, I think he really had a thing for the chick, to be honest with you. Bottom line is, I want to help Namba see Mizue-chan off. And you're my ticket. Huh? You think this is funny?
As if Mizue would ever do something so honest.
What do you mean? She said she was inspired by Florence Nightingale.
Yeah? Then tell me, why'd she end up working at a bar in the shittiest part of Ijincho?
Since when does she work at a bar?
Ever since she realized her pay was so pathetic that she had to resort to stealing? That sound like a noble nurse to you?
Wait, are you trying to tell me?
That's right, dumbass. I'm Mizue. Futaba's just a hostess name.
You're Mizue? You're nothing like Namba said.
Oh, sure. The creep who could never keep his eyes off me. Just the thought of him makes me want to throw up. Though he did turn out to be a good patsy. Didn't see that one coming. Guess my little damsel in distress story won him over. You dumb boys are always looking for a chance to play hero.
But what about your parents' big debt?
Are you dense? I wanted some money to hit the pachinko slots with, and that's what I got.
So, all that shit about going overseas, following in the footsteps of Nightingale?
I can play such a convincing little angel. All that time I spent in my high school drama club literally paid off.
And you're just fine letting Namba's sacrifice go to waste?
Even if he hadn't intervened, I would have just kept on doing it. Not like it mattered. I knew I'd get busted eventually. Then I just drifted like a flower from city to city, man to man. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm real torn up. You did my friend dirty there, lady. If he ever finds out he helped the fucking Wicked Witch, he'd die inside.
Absolutely just called her out.
You calling my girl names? I get it, but I'll fuck you up.
Babe, send him to my old
I get it.
emergency room.
He's certainly welcome to try. Heck, I'll call the ambulance myself.
Oh yeah? I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky today. In fact, I'm on a winning streak. Yo, help me kill this scruffy piece of shit.
Kill?
Hell yeah.
Why did he sound like he was in my soul?
Show me what you
That
got.
dude was extremely loud.
Cool.
You have a gun? What the heck?
Check this out.
Some water.
I got this.
I missed, fool.
Come on now.
It's a fast like a cash.
Too easy.
Let's go.
I feel the stats go.
18. I didn't see what I got.
Well, at least I kick ass at Chinko.
Babe, wait! Atsushi-chan!
Stop right there. You need to return what you stole.
Barkeep.
I figured out Futaba's real name. She can thank her boss for that.
I can't believe Namba gave up his entire career. And for what?
Perhaps he's better off not knowing the truth.
Yeah, but isn't it wrong to hide this kind of stuff? Especially from a guy who's had my back.
And you'd repay him by pushing him over the edge? Look, it's not my place to tell you what to do anyway. This is between you and Namba. You two are close. I know you'll do what's best.
How will I know what's best?
Hey, we're done here, right? I think I'll just leave the money here and go.
Don't just hand it to me. I gotta be so weird
Not
about
so
it.
fast.
What now?
You said you were in drama club, right?
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a favor. And don't try to weasel your way out.
Okay?
Leave the money there, yes, you can keep it.
Sup, fellas?
Hey, Chiban. Where have you been?
All over. Prepping for your big birthday blowout?
Damn, man. You're gonna drive me crazy with all this birthday talk. You sure you can't give me a hint?
Nope, not gonna spoil the surprise. Actually, there is one thing I've gotta ask.
Yeah, what is it?
When is your birthday, anyway?
Dude, well, how can you plan a party if you don't even know the freaking date?
Come on, I'm just double checking. Just to get the facts straight.
Excuse me. Is there a Nanba-san here?
Mizue-chan. Is that you?
Nanba-san! Oh, it's been so long!
Well, yeah, but what are you doing here? And that bag, does that mean?
That's right. I'm transferring overseas, like I've always dreamed. I fly out today.
Wow. So that dream is about to come true. Good for you, Mizue-chan.
Before that, I need to apologize. I let you take the fall for me without a second thought.
Don't mention it. I was a piss-poor nurse anyway. I'm happy it was you who stayed.
But you sacrificed everything for me!
That was worth it. As long as you're happy, I don't have any regrets. If you're gonna be like Nightingale, you got some big shoes to fill, right? I'll be rooting for you from here.
Thank you. That means a lot. I hate to cut this short, but I need to catch my plane.
No problem. And take care of yourself. So long, Misue-chan.
I'm happy for you, bro.
You know what? So am I.
Isn't that cool, though? She came out of her way just to see you.
She didn't do much. You, on the other hand, that was cool.
Huh? What's that even mean?
What happened just now? I know that was all you're doing.
Wait, then what else do you know about Misue-chan?
Well, I overheard the bartender talking on the phone. So, I pretty much know everything.
Then why'd you play dumb?
I don't know. Maybe it just feels good when people are being nice to me.
Well, fuck me. I really thought I pulled that one off.
In friendship, you get what you give. And that includes trying to trick people.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to trick you, but I didn't want you get hurt either.
No need to apologize. It's on me to accept that Misue-chan wasn't who I thought she was. I'm just glad I have a friend like you around, Ichiban.
Namba.
Ah, forget it. As I recall, we were gonna have a drink.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Friends in low places. He's done it. Yeah, that's last level. Okay. Tag Team Heat Buster. Alright, time to finish this, guys. We're gonna be here for a little bit. What was his favorite? There were 10. I think it was the lilies he liked. Lilies and bonsai. Yeah, I'll give him these. I'm gonna just max him out. Are you ready? Yes.
Yo, Jungi Han. If you're here drinking by yourself, I might as well join you.
Is that so? Well, I have no reason to tell you no. Do as you like. By the way, Kasuga-san, there's something I should tell you.
Hmm? What's up?
I was contacted by someone in the Komijuru. I've been told a group of people have been looking into me as of late. They seem to have learned that Jungi Han is somewhere in Ijincho.
No fooling. What's that all about?
No, we don't have much to go on at the moment. Nonetheless, we verified suspicious activity in my wake. That said, if they come seeking hostility, you and the others may be dragged into it along with me.
You know I don't mind getting dragged into your bullshit. We're tight.
That's precisely why I don't want to trouble you.
Don't be stupid. What's a friend for if you can't cause him some trouble every now and then? I welcome it with open arms, in fact. I can handle whatever shady shit you can throw at me.
Such enthusiasm. I can't say I'm not amused.
So, any guess as to who these guys might be?
I can't be 100% certain, but it's highly likely that they're remnants of the Jingon Mafia.
Jingon Mafia? Then they're basically old allies, right?
It's hard to say. To them, I'm just cannon fodder, impersonating their dead boss. Perhaps they see that as unforgivable, in which case their goal would be to punish me.
Punish?
It's possible they'd go so far as to kill me.
Then couldn't we just avoid all this shit by saying you're not Jungi Han anymore?
Maybe so.
It's gotta be weird being another person forever. It's probably best to just be yourself, right? If I were you, I'd try to get my old name and face back.
A name is one thing. A face, however, it's not something you can change time and time again. Moreover, I'm still waiting for more information on my pursuers. We shouldn't need to take action just yet.
Well, it's your call, so I'm good with that. But won't it be a drag if you get caught with your pants down and you're left wishing you would have been ready?
Right. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Man, you're always playing it so fucking cool. Would it kill you to listen to someone else for once?
I'd ask that you refrain from praise. You'll only embarrass me.
It wasn't a damn compliment.
Alright. The enforcer job? Probably just keep you on your gun job, to be fair. There we go. Oh, that's worth 10, look at that. Maybe we only needed 10 more though, I don't know. Or roses are also fine.
Yes, I'm
It's
doing
on the
fine.
phone.
Thank you for your concern, Songhui.
Yo, what'd she say?
Oh, nothing. She just asked for an update on the situation. That's all.
Yeah? Bet it feels pretty good knowing a babe like her's looking out for you.
I'm blessed to serve one such as she. The Jungi Han I served before was quite the blessing as well. If I'm to talk about Jungi Han, I'll need to provide some backstory.
Cool with me. I got plenty of time.
Ha! Then I hope you're prepared to sit for a while.
Sure, I'm all ears.
My father was one of the stray Qingwan Mafia I mentioned earlier. And to speak further, he was a lowly thug left behind in a foreign land. In my youth, I was relentlessly beaten by my father, in addition to being neglected by those around me. Home, school, no place provided me with even the slightest bit of sanctuary. Thinking back on it, I'm sure I was a rather dissolute child.
Well, you're not alone in feeling like you got no place to go. Plenty of people feel that way, even civilians.
Feelings of isolation are really that common, huh? Not sure if I should be comforted or not.
Sorry, didn't derail the story, did I?
The real Jungi Han had also been raised in a poor and neglected environment like me. But rumors of his strength, intelligence, and ambition started to swirl. And as the men from my father's generation grew older, Jungi Han started gaining more and more power. In fact, it was thanks to him that the stray Jingon found any success in Kamurocho at all. While the Tojo clan was being choked by anti-violence laws, the Jingon Mafia were steadily gaining a sense of existence.
Sounds like he must have been pretty cool.
Yes, but my father, who underestimated him as some young greenhorn, failed to prove his worth and was left trying to catch up. A staunch alcoholic, he used what drunken wit he had to try to get close to the young leader. So, eventually he worked out a plan. He would mold his own son's face, set him up as a body double, and offer him as tribute.
What?
I was drugged by my father, and this was done to me while I slept.
No way. He did all that just to impress the boss?
When he was presented with a body double, even the real Jungi Han could only force a smile. But he saw what had gone into my face, and he respected the effort. So he said it was a fair offer, and took me under his wing.
And what's your father doing now?
He's long since passed away. His health was already in steady decline, and for what it's worth, I'm sure he wasn't opposed to dying at the bottom of a bottle.
That's a shame. Guess you two weren't super close then.
Jungi Han kept me at his side as much as possible so that I might learn his mannerisms. Strangely enough, it was the only place that finally felt like home. I was very much his servant, and he was very much my master. But in spite of that, we shared a lot of laughs in the long time we spent together. A lot of drinks as well. And though I was his double, it would be rude of me to say that we came to resemble twins.
So the way you're talking right now, that's something Jungi Han taught you?
The real Jungi Han had a way with words I never will. And when he walked into a room, you knew it. Try as I might, I would never reach his level.
Hearing you say all that makes me even more curious.
About what, may I ask?
I hate A.
I'm pretty curious how you managed to totally imitate this guy.
Oh?
Changing your face is one thing, but to be able to be just like the guy means you're, like, a master impersonator or some shit.
Unfortunately, it's far more than impersonation. It's a lifestyle, which requires one to change on the inside as well.
Well, sorry for asking about something so stupid then.
Not at all. It's been a long time since I've laughed like this.
But you know, despite me saying
Wait.
sorry, there's still one thing I gotta ask.
And that is?
Isn't it about time you told me your real name?
Ah,
Still a no, huh?
ha. Just a little taken aback is all. I have no problem telling you. When I was first brought into this world, I was given the name Yeonsu Kim.
Yeonsu Kim.
I have no intention of returning to that name. Not when the real Jungi Han has already passed away.
The real one took a bullet to the head, yeah?
Correct. There was conflict with a group from Hiroshima that had made its way into Tokyo. As far as I'm concerned, the Jingon Mafia died along with him. At the time, I was given the role of staring down the other hostile groups within Kamurocho as Jungi Han. But with their real boss dead, the remaining Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho were nothing but paper tigers. Should our enemies have discovered this, we would have been ousted and probably killed.
If it were me, I probably would have gotten the hell out of Kamurocho. Left everything behind.
Yes, that's precisely what I did. The few remaining members at my side did the same. But seeing as the Jingon Mafia was all I'd ever had, I had no place to go. No refuge where I might reconvene with my allies. I was lost and alone in the world. Like a man dying of thirst in the desert, surrounded by a hungry pack of wolves.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I found a faint glimmer of hope in the Korean community here in Japan. But even they refused to accept me, as I was nothing but a criminal to them. Thinking on it now, I should have expected as much from those living an honest life. But still, in my confusion and dismay, I challenged them, asking why they would abandon one of their own.
I get that.
I'm gonna have to walk away for a minute.
It was enough
So-
to make them call the police. and I'm sure that under normal circumstances, I would have been taken away. However...
Huh? Come on, man. Don't just leave me hanging.
The police officers were imposters, and instead of being incarcerated, I was brought to my new home, Yokohama Ijincho.
So those fake officers, were they?
Members of the Komijul, sent to retain me under the orders of Songhui. It turned out that the Komijul was a place that many former Jingon members had drifted to. Those that distanced themselves from Kamurocho slowly but surely found their way there.
Oh yeah. Songhui did mention something about the Komijul having roots in the Jingon Mafia.
Indeed. Komijul is essentially a safe haven for refugees. That's why they tend to keep quiet and remain exceedingly closed off. For many years, they spied on the Jingon Mafia in Kamurocho from a distance, keeping close watch on their movements. I was fortunately saved by the hand that the Komijul had extended to me. Moreover, Songhui told me what had happened to the real Jungi-han. That he had been shot in the head by an assassin hired by the Hiroshima Yakuza. Taken by surprise.
I'm guessing this is what happens during
An assassin?
Yakuza 6.
So what'd you guys do? You kill him?
No.
I don't
By
know
the
when
time
Judgment
I
was
learned
made,
his
so I have no idea.
existence, He was
It could be
already
Judgment.
dead. I wasn't even given the chance for revenge. I spent many of the following days in despair.
Is it even called Judgment? I don't know. Whatever the other standalone game was.
Songhui patiently waited for my recovery. She was more like family to me than my abusive father could have ever hoped to be. A sister to replace the brother I had found in Jungi-han. Frankly, nothing would hurt me more than to betray her expectations and disappoint her. And Kasuga-san, as for you and me... I'm wondering what sort of boss you will be. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
I don't remember ever becoming your boss. Right now, I think drinking buddy is a better term, don't you?
I see. Then I will do my best to live up to that title.
Well, guess that's finally it for introductions. He sure is shy, that young Soo Kim.
Let's go. Foreman job? Alright, I'm gonna take like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, my bad. Then I'll do like another hour, and yeah.